I've been a hypnotist for 2.5 decades and I tried the impossible. Hypnotizing the algorithms of YouTube, TikTok and Instagram. The
very large
problem that I faced was, how do you hypnotize something that has no unconscious mind, changes all the time, and is built different over different platforms? Now, the fastest way to hypnotize anyone is to first establish trust and give them an incentive to enjoy the experience. Now, you might ask, what kind of incentive do you give an emotionless machine, and how do you build trust with something like that? Well, after having read over 9,000 different social media posts, I found there are 4 elements that if you trigger all of them, almost every algorithm will absolutely love you. The 4 elements are virality, relevance, CTAs, and personality. Any post you make that gets at least 4 to 10 times the views or the engagement that you're used to and your channel averages, that is considered to be viral. Now, how do you get that? There are 2 components you must fulfill: the machine part and the human part. Now, the algorithm has very limited resources. There are only so many eyeballs and people and attention to go around. Like, it has one job, right? To make sure the people on the platform stay there for as long as possible, so it can show them as many ads as possible, so YouTube makes as much money as possible. By the way, thank you to Denlock for that insight. And it has to make sure that it gets the best return in ads watched and ads clicked for the traffic that it sent somebody. So how does it make the decision? Remember, I said you want to build trust, right? It looks what is already working, and things that are very similar to that get more traffic. Now, this is how you gain the trust of the algorithm to send you traffic. But what is the human element? The human element is all about shareability, meaning somebody sees your content and then they want to share it with people that they care about. This is amazing for you, because not only do you get increased watch time, no, you are getting people that were not on the platform, which makes the algorithm love you even more, because it means more eyeballs to distribute, right? And here you tap into human psychology. Everybody's selfishness is always your best way to go. People want to look good in front of their peers. If your content makes others look good for sharing it, or gives them social credit for being funny and entertaining or making somebody stay better, they will share it because they gain from it. The video that I'll show you in the practice part will show you exactly what I mean by that, because it literally makes you look amazing for sharing a specific skill set with people that is easy to learn. Second element is relevant. You give them what they came for, but with a twist.
Yeah, boy.
You make them feel better off based on their expectation. For example, if you're an entertainment channel, you want to make them feel more entertained than before they watched your video, because then they will watch another one because they want to feel better. If you're an education channel like myself,
you serious?
You want to make them feel like whatever they came for to learn is now easier than before they watched your video. And when that happens, relevance kicks in and they will watch more of your stuff, because people will always crave more of something that leaves them better off. Third element are CTAs, or the conversion element, call to action. Now that means you train people to respond to you. You will remember, all these platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, they run ads. But ads are worthless if nobody clicks them, right? So that's why YouTube encourages everybody to tell people to like, comment, and subscribe, because if they are trained to respond to you, they also will respond to ads by default. Because you literally train them to respond to a stimulus that tells them to do something.
Wait a minute!
So you want to make sure that when people watch the ads that YouTube runs on your account, they click on it.
I don't like where this is going.
It's not just good for YouTube, you know, it's also good for you. Because if you have a big enough audience, you will get brand deals. And so therefore you want to make sure that people don't feel taken aback by you suddenly pitching something. You want to make sure they feel used to you pitching things, be it to follow you, be it an offer, be it just some advice. Now, the most important element, last. If somebody stole your
whole fucking flow! Word for word, bar for bar!
Would people still know that you were the one who created it? Like, for example, if somebody can just steal your content easily, then just a bunch of different channels can do exactly the same, steal it, and pretty much the same content shows up in masses on the platform. Meaning, less unique content is there, and so YouTube becomes
boring!
Meaning, people watch less, more people leave the platform, and YouTube makes less money. But if you are extremely unique, it means that you are harder to replace for YouTube, so they give you more money and more views, so you can stay on the platform and make them more money again. So you want to be as unique as possible. It can be the way you dress. As you see, I'm always in fancy suits. If somebody stole my videos and tried to hide my username, you still would know it's me because of my suits, right? Now, then it could be the way you speak. Maybe you have an accent.
Get to the chopper!
It can be the way you edit. Like, for example, you know I love my memes that I put in anytime. And I know so many people tell me, hey, you're an education channel, be more
Serious?
But I don't want to be that. I enjoy memes, and so I want to put them in there. Or like weird icons or something like that, right? I don't rely completely on stock images. Since I create my icons myself, and since I create the images myself, it's also very hard to steal, making me more unique. So it can be the stories that you tell. By the way, storytelling is one of the most powerful things that you can imagine, because storytelling is so hard to copy. Like, let's say I tell you my life story. Even if somebody steals it, they can't just retell my story and say it is their own, because you heard it here first. So use a lot of unique storytelling. By the way, if you want to learn my storytelling formula, let me know in the comments below. I actually do have a program on it, but if you want, I can give you like a quick free breakdown on how I tell stories to make them more enticing. It might be very useful to you if you are in marketing, if you're a copywriter or hypnotist, if you want to entice and spellbind people more. So if you want to learn this, let me know below. Now, this is the theory. How about we jump right into the practice? I actually did an experiment with this channel. I made a few videos where I ignored the 4 elements, and then I made a short where I applied all the elements. Now, I will play the short for you in this video, and I want you to take a look. Specifically, where's the virality, where's the relevance, where's the CTA, where's the personality, and all of this stuff. By the end of this video, you will have the ability to read absolutely anyone like Sherlock Holmes could, with just one glance and almost zero effort whatsoever. Let's go. Step 1. Observe them, and observe things that people can have no 2 opinions about. For example, I'm wearing a ring. I have a beard. There's a microphone in front of me. Step 2. You take what you observed and you just ask yourself, why does the person have the observation that you made? Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, just come up with stuff. If it takes longer than 3 seconds to come up with something, go to the next step. In step 3, you ask yourself the magic question, what kind of person, what kind of identity, what kind of character would fit the interpretations that you made in step 2, and just come up with different avatars. Once you have your avatars and it takes longer than 3 seconds to come up with a new one, then you just describe all the avatars you came up with and paraphrase them as you would describe a single person. In the end, you will be surprised how accurate you are and how amazed everyone will be of your keen Sherlock Holmes-like observational skills. And if they ask you how you got this ability, just show them this video and tell them, alright, did you catch it all? The virality, Sherlock is extremely proven. People love Sherlock, so that is something that the algorithm knows people love. Then we have my fast-paced editing, my fancy suits, my icons that I use, right? So we have the personality aspect. I also tell people to literally share this video with somebody who also likes to learn the skill, or if people are amazed about your own skill sets, you want to share it to them. So therefore, virality, right? I have the human element of shareability in there. So I mixed number 3 and number 1 together. We have the relevance, because I talk all about like reading people, hypnosis, people skills, persuasion. And also, it makes you look amazing, because if you suddenly can read people like crazy, people will find you more interesting. So there's a benefit for that. And as you can see, this video has the highest view count on all channels and all platforms that I posted this on. You can also see I have a quite high retention on this because of my fast-paced editing. And as you can see, crazy explosion of views. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Take a look at Mr. Beast, the most successful creator on this platform. What is he doing? He's doing exactly the same. He has a very clear, proven formula for his thumbnails and his titles. Look, they all look the same and sound the same because they are proven to work. Then, of course, his videos are crazy entertaining, so people love to share it, because a new Mr. Beast video, oh my god, what is he gonna do, right? Curiosity, it gives people a good time, and so this is what they come for. They get interesting information, like, hey, a $100 million house, or like, what's a $10 million vacation or whatever, right? So it's interesting to them to see something like that. Of course, his ads are amazing. They are inside the action, so you cannot really skip them, meaning the watch time stays up because people don't skip the ad break. He trains them to watch them, which is amazing for YouTube. And of course, his personality, the way they edit, the way they do that, like the over-the-top thing, him and his face, like the team that people know, very personable. Like even if people like steal his video format, he's still on top because people immediately know it's him. Here's the last challenge for you today. Where did I use all the 4 elements in this video? Where did I take my reality from? What kind of relevance did I give you? What CTA did I use? And where is my personality? Comment below and let me know. I'm very curious to see so. And of course, if you love stuff like this, where I show you how to apply hypnosis principles on even technology and in everyday life, of course, then you will want to follow this channel, because I will become the #1 education platform on persuasion on the planet. I'm gonna be the Mr. Beast of persuasion on YouTube, and I would love to have you as part of this journey, because I feel you deserve to be heard and you deserve to get whatever you want in life. I will see you next week, but until then, you can watch another video here on the channel, watch this right away, and you will feel more smarter and more persuasive in your life.